So obviously we talked about Testament earlier this year, and it is one of my favorite shows of all time. I was really surprised how much I loved Testament earlier this year, and I'm so excited for the future of what's going to be happening. I've heard rumors and whispers about a season 2, and so I'm really excited for that. I hope they're working on it in the background. I hope they're going to be ready to film soon next year or something. That'll be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. But Season 1, of course, we got a bunch of behind the scenes videos, but we didn't get the ending portion of the behind the scenes because they were worried about too many spoilers getting out for the season. And so now they've put out the weekly recaps of week 9 and week 10. So we're actually going to check it out. If you haven't subscribed to their YouTube channel, they only have 12,000 subscribers. So you guys could really go help them out if you want to go subscribe. Man, I always get this like weird stutter whenever I'm talking really fast or like my brain's a little bit tired. Sorry about that. But if you want to subscribe to the Testament YouTube channel, you can go and do that over there. Let's jump in and talk about this behind the scenes. Here we go.
Hello everyone, I am Paul Sørstad and welcome back to our series of weekly recaps. It has been a while. In fact, it has actually been over 200 days since our last dive into our BTS series. And since then, well, we've released a good bit of content, including a whole season of TV. You may have noticed, however, that we stopped releasing our weekly recap videos after week 8. And that's because during the second half of our 16-week shoot, we focused more on the apostles, Dana, Mary, Susanna, Stephen, James, Peter, John, all of the follower storylines, which made our recaps very spoiler heavy. So now...
This might have been my fault. Their BTS videos, they weren't getting like a ton of views. Like they're not getting like you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of views on these BTS videos. So I wonder if this is my fault because we were talking about these BTS videos every single week. I wonder if if I had something to do with them not posting these videos. So I'm sorry about that if that's the case, but we had to do what we had to do, you know?
Now that all 8 episodes of season 1 are fully available over at Angel Studios, go over to angel.com/testament to watch it if you haven't already. What are you doing here? We don't have to worry about spoilers anymore. Yay! So we are going to be releasing the rest of our behind the scenes adventures, which are going to be spoiler heavy. That means if you haven't watched all of season 1, maybe refrain from watching or watch at your own risk. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of our weekly recaps, starting again right here with week 9.
Yep, and in case you haven't watched Testament, I really encourage you to. Like, if you're not interested in anything else in Angel or on Angel, the David movie and Testament are well worth it to check out those two. I know the David movie isn't out yet. If you are on my Patreon, by the way, this is a good link to our Patreon, snipesupport.com. Go hit that link in the description down below. If you go to our Patreon, there's going to be some really amazing interviews from the David movie team that are going to be coming out on Patreon there. But yeah, anyway, if you haven't watched Testament, please go watch it. It's very, very good.
It's Monday. Welcome to day 1 of block 2. It's time. Is it time? It's time.
It's time. It's time.
You have to go in there. Okay.
Stephen's baptism scene, very cool.
Greetings.
Hey. Hello.
Day 1.
Block 2.
Exactly like block 1.
Exactly how we started block 1.
Okay, I have to say this real quick. This is so random, and you guys probably, like a lot of you probably won't care. This morning at church, we had a guy. He's actually one of my friends, but we had a guy who got baptized in a full suit with dress shoes and everything. It was the craziest baptism I've ever seen in my life. And it was so random. Like, he just comes out and he's in a full dress. He's in a full dress suit, like a nice suit with like a handkerchief and dress shoes. And he just gets into the baptismal. I guess he wanted to take it super seriously, but like, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was so hilarious.
Do you remember? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember it well.
Yeah.
Nothing taking us by surprise.
Yeah. Dry.
We know exactly what we're doing.
Really warm. Dry.
Really dry and warm for block 2.
Yep.
Today we are in Charing Cross Leisure Centre in a very humid, very hot pool, as you can see.
Welcome to our makeshift SILOAM pools. This is...
I loved this. Like the SILOAM, the pool of SILOAM was like a public kind of pool. Of course, it was a public place to cleanse yourself. It wasn't like a public swimming pool, but I do love the comparison here of the modernization of it.
Familiar with the story, the first day when a bunch of people go and get baptized.
We're doing a baptism scene.
Yeah, baptism scene.
I want to say it's the first episode.
Yeah, it's the first episode.
Might be the second episode.
Maybe the second episode.
We're shooting with 4 cameras today. We have an underwater operator filming in the baptism scene.
Richard is our underwater camera op, and he's sort of got like a special housing for the camera, obviously, because it's underwater.
Behind you right now, there's a number of people. I don't know if they're jumping in. I have no idea.
One thing that is very common in baptisms, even until today, is that when people come out of the water, you share the joy with them. So someone's baptized, they're under, and they're up.
Yeah, it's so interesting because from Paul's standpoint as a director, you have to think about, like, you're in the UK, which like a bunch of the extras and the actors and the people that you have with you are not going to be believers, right? Which means they've probably never experienced a baptism before and how you react to a baptism. Like, is this a solemn ritual where like people are like being dunked in the water and like you can't talk, or like are you supposed to be happy for them? Like, you know, I've had baptisms where we have like birthday cakes and like everybody's like shouting and we have like hats and stuff, you know, like everybody you're supposed to be excited, but people that are outside of the faith wouldn't have understood that. So that's interesting that he would have had to explain that to them. It's very cool.
There's just too many people in jumpers.
There's a lot of people in jumpers.
In jumpers, in jeans, in denim. I don't think anyone got the memo that it was going to be hot and humid in a swimming pool.
No, but I feel like we should have known that.
Yeah, we should.
The whole purpose of this is like, these people are being baptized right after Pentecost, right? Right after Peter gives his big speech and Pentecost happens. And so the whole thing with this is that they were unprepared. That's the idea, right? Is that they were unprepared and they're being baptized in their normal clothing because they're not prepared to be baptized in their swimming trunks.
I don't know why.
Live and learn, eh? Next shoot.
It's scary to say out loud that we have another 2 months to go. It's like, but yeah.
When you see big scene endings and then you just completely go back on yourself to something like this, you do start to piece together where the story goes and how involved or not involved some characters are.
Yeah, that's so interesting because a lot of the crew, like especially the PAs and like camera operators and things like that, like some of them may not have ever read the scripts or not have even gotten the opportunity to read the scripts because they don't want spoilers to get out and that kind of stuff. And so they don't know what the story is. They're just doing their job and like having to figure it out as it goes, you know? Yeah, super interesting.
It's a much slower process compared to making like a 22-day feature film where you can pretty much figure it out like probably after the first week.
Yeah. There's a few people who have had quite big roles and I don't even know who they are because they've been here for like 1 or 2 days.
Regrettably, my character is supposed to be slightly more mature about the fact that he didn't jump into the pool fully clothed. Right. He planned it. So yeah, I don't get to be in the pool in my entire
That's interesting. I never caught that in the original season. That's interesting. He's supposed to be a bit more mature. He's supposed to be ready for the baptism. Yeah, that's an interesting take for Philip the Evangelist. Yeah,
costume, which I'm really envious of.
My name is Daniel Lipton, and I'm playing the role of Fabius, the apostle, also known as Judas. But they don't call him Judas because he's not that one. He's the better Judas, the nicer one. He means well. This is day 5 or 6 for me. In the all scheme of things, and things are getting a bit nautical, a bit wet, which is lovely. My sister calls me Salmon because I love the water so much. So this is all, I'm in my element, so it's all good. Having good fun as Fabius, baptizing these lovely disciples today. Nice to meet you, Josh. I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe it'd be sort of more of a. I'm appreciative of the warm water. There is something about water which just brings out an inner innocence and I think, yeah, it is very spiritual. It doesn't seem...
That's interesting. That's an interesting way to put it. I actually like that, yeah.
Unnatural, actually. It's a natural place for these characters to be at this point in time.
But we're not like going chronologically, which is quite nice. We're sort of doing a lot of jumping back and forth. So I think every day is still going to be quite varied. We're doing tons of locations.
I mean,
I wonder who did all the laundry after the pool. I wonder who is putting all the laundry together and taking care of the wet clothing.
We're gonna go off to shoot on an island.
Monkey ride. Hi, team. Yeah. You guys say we're on an island.
Okay, we're on an island. Follow me. Shelley, what's this island called?
We're actually not allowed to reveal that.
Right. So this is an island that we are not allowed to reveal. Why am I doing your job?
Okay.
We got the great Bambino, of course, Eleanor. I want to see more of Eleanor on the channel, guys. Testament team. We got to get more of Eleanor for sure. But she's always great. She's always super high energy, ready to go. We'll see if this is the case here.
Do you know where we are? Like,
on an island.
You guys say we're on an island.
This is the beginning of episode. Oh, I can't say that actually. That's too much information, right?
This is basically our Sea of Galilee.
Kenneth has such an interesting role because not only is he like, you know, ahead of the show, essentially, like with Paul and Faith, he's writing the show, he's making the show behind the scenes, you know, he's helping to essentially produce things, he's helping to, you know, do all that stuff behind the scenes, but he's also one of the main actors within the show. And so he has even more of a role in some cases than Faith and Paul do in what he's like, you know, involved with. And so it's so interesting to see him in these different areas where in some points he's strictly an actor, some other points he's helping to, you know, flesh out these scenes and give thoughts to it, I'm sure. So yeah, it's interesting to see his role there. I've actually met Kenneth one time. Kenneth and Paul I've met in person once here in Nashville, and it was great to meet them. But of course, we've talked behind the scenes some. But yeah, they're awesome guys for sure.
We got here on a road that gets covered up by the tide. We're basically stuck on the island until 5 p.m. Then we have to leave at 5 p.m. or else it gets covered by the tide again.
Just ridiculous. We've got to get people on a minibus, get people to places, we've got to get off a minibus and punch COVID. Dare go without me. Get out of the way.
How you feel?
I love it. It's so good.
The thing is, sometimes you come to work and it's like, oh, you've got to deal with certain environments, you've got to deal with weather, you've got to deal with, I don't know, particular landscapes and terrains, and sometimes it's just like really hard when you've got stuff like this to look at. It makes work harder.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I can't say anymore.
How many hats do you wear, Shelly?
Well, today, catering, juicing, juicing, spa, runner.
Oh.
I don't know, houseboat.
Shelley has said that she's a professional lifeguard, so we're gonna have a scene.
Never said that, but I do know how to save someone. Yes. To wait for my shot of me like being like standing and like doing my job and being like.
What we are talking about is there was a big speech done by a guy called Peter who talked about...
Yeah, this is so interesting. This is the kind of stuff I just don't think about whenever you're interacting with non-believers, right? You're trying to explain to them the story through the lens of the show because they've never heard of these things before. It's so interesting to me.
Resurrection, talked about Jesus. You might have never seen the faith like this before. So can you believe what he said? Isn't this exciting? I don't know what I'm going to tell my husband. I don't know what I'm going to tell my children. I don't know what I'm going to tell my wife.
All right, quiet, stop, please, everyone.
So get into your groups and have that little conversation.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jesus is that lamb, sacrificed himself so that we can be forgiven.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically it. Yeah.
That's cool. So this is a theological consultant, Dr. Hugh Osgood. Very cool that they had someone on set to explain these kind of things, especially to the main actors like Matthias here.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah. I would sort of expand it a bit. So, you know that we sacrifice a lamb every year at Passover. Well, that's God's plan. Jesus sacrificed himself at Passover. He's the lamb that gave himself so we can be forgiven. And then it's something like that.
That sounds... You got it to a kick.
Yeah, people don't understand. As Christians, if you've been a Christian your whole life, especially as a theologian like this guy, right? Like he has thought about this and said this hundreds of thousands of times in his life, speaking the gospel, talking about the gospel, thinking about the gospel. Yeah, of course it's going to be rote. It's going to be something that you know, like the back of your hand.
Preach.
You say it, it rolls out.
We're in Bromley, and we're shooting a scene with Mido. Night scene, roads blocked off. Everyone's wearing the high vis. 9:20. Is it 10:30? Yes, it is 10:30 finish.
Goodness, that's a late finish.
Yeah.
It's been not too bad today. I'm a runner, so usually running around all over the place, but we've been in a nice location. We're not sort of all over the place today. Outside, my first exterior day, so yeah, I'm not used to being outside all day. It's quite nice. There's lots of squirrels and robins and birds all over the place. So that's fun. The weather has held up today. It was a bit chilly and it's been raining a teeny bit, so we've used the umbrellas, but it's like they've not been essential, so yeah, we've got by.
Do you want to give us some end of day thoughts?
Just sort of like press record on the camera, blah blah blah, acting, came back.
It was a great day, right?
Yeah, I mean it was alright, you know, day 43. Like any of the others really.
Why does she remind me of like a female British Jim Carrey? That's so funny. I love it. I need friends like this in my life, for sure. For sure I do.
Left is his final offer.
What about my boat?
No good.
What? Why?
It's too many repairs.
No, it's vintage.
Oh, so you're going to Magdala on foot, are you?
Yeah, love this stuff. I love Testament. I have to rewatch it before the end of the year. I am going to try to do an award show in December. Keep an eye out for that. It'll be during one of our live streams. We'll do an award show. We're going to give away awards for this year. I need in the comments, if you've watched the end of this video, you guys are my real fans. You guys are my real family, okay? I need in the comments awards that we need to give away. So like types of awards. Obviously we're going to do like best show of the year, best movie of the year. But all of these will be biblical media things, right? All the things that we've talked about throughout this year. So let me know what your thoughts are as to what we should be talking about this year, what the awards should be. Leave us in the comments down below, and I'd love to take your suggestions there. All right. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one in the comments down below. And of course, we'll see you guys on the next one.